On a seemingly ordinary day in December 1945, something extraordinary happened. 5 US Navy planes, all carrying a total of 14 crew members, vanished into thin air. This incident, known as Flight 19, occurred during a routine navigation exercise. The exact date of this eerie disappearance is December 5, 1945. 5 TBM. Avenger torpedo bombers were involved in this incident. Despite extensive search efforts, neither the planes nor the crew were ever located. This incident sparked one of the most enduring mysteries in aviation history. And tonight, you will explore the unexplained events and enduring mysteries surrounding this mysterious disappearance. Before we begin, a small request. Most of the people listening tonight aren't subscribed. If this channel has ever helped you drift off, take a moment to subscribe. It's free, it helps this channel more than you think, and you can always change your mind later. And if you feel like it, leave a comment telling me where in the world you're listening from and what time it is where you are. I love reading them. One more thing before we begin. I'm also a co-founder of a sleep app built to be the most affordable one out there. No ads, ever. Just sounds and stories made to help you sleep. It may not be released yet as this video goes up, but if you're watching a little later, it might be out by now. Just search for it, it should be easy to find. It works on iPhone, Android, and everything in between. Downloading it is the best way to support this channel. The weather conditions were reportedly ideal for such a flight-calm skies with no sign of turbulence or storms. Despite these favourable conditions, something went terribly wrong. The last communication came from the flight leader, Lieutenant Charles Taylor. His voice carried an unmistakable sense of urgency and confusion as he reported, "We cannot see land. We seem to be lost." Taylor went on to describe a disorienting situation where his compass and other navigational instruments appeared to be malfunctioning, leaving the crew with no reliable way to determine their location. This final transmission sent a chilling message across the radio waves. We are flying east and should be near the Florida coast. But it was too late. The planes, and their crew of 14, were never seen again. In response to this desperate call for help, an extensive search effort was immediately launched. The US Navy dispatched several aircraft and ships to scour the skies and seas in a frantic attempt to locate Flight 19. In the vast and complex hierarchy of the United States Navy, the USS stands for a very specific designation. It is an acronym that carries with it a significant history and importance, particularly in times of war. The USS, short for United States Ship, is a prefix used by the US Navy to designate commissioned vessels. It is a title that carries prestige and gravitas, symbolizing the strength and reach of America's naval power. To grasp the full weight of this designation, consider the USS Constitution. This ship is not just any vessel, but a 3-masted heavy frigate that has become an iconic symbol of American naval history. Launched on October 21, 1797, the USS Constitution was named by President George Washington himself. It is a ship with a storied past, having participated in the Battle of Tripoli Harbor and famously fought against the HMS Guerriere. Known affectionately as Old Ironsides, the USS Constitution earned its nickname during the War of 1812. This historic vessel showcases not only the enduring spirit of American naval power, but also the critical role the US Navy played during the pivotal moments of World War II. Turning our gaze to a different corner of the world, Bermuda stands as an Atlantic island with a rich history and unique characteristics. Spanning an area of just 21 square miles, this tiny territory holds significant importance in naval operations. Bermuda, with its pink sand beaches and humid subtropical climate, became a British colony in 1684. This island's strategic location in the western North Atlantic Ocean has made it a critical point of interest for naval operations, including those conducted by the US Navy. The US Navy, the largest in the world by manpower, has a rich history of service and sacrifice, particularly during World War II. Its role during this pivotal period set the stage for modern naval operations and highlighted its critical importance to global stability. This understanding provides a glimpse into the world that Flight 19 navigated, a world of immense responsibility, high stakes, and enduring mysteries. The TBM Avenger was a formidable force in the US Navy's arsenal during World War II. A three-seat torpedoed bomber aircraft, it combined precision with power to strike at enemy vessels from above or below the waterline. Its versatile design and robust construction made it an essential tool for naval operations in the vast expanse of the sea. Equipped with a crew of 3 pilot, turret gunner, and radio man, the TBM Avenger carried a significant payload. It could release a torpedo from either side, allowing for dual attacks on targets. This capability made it particularly valuable in combating submarines and surface ships alike. Despite its size and weight, the TBM Avenger was known for its agility. With a top speed of 285 mph and a range of over 1,000 miles, it could cover large areas quickly and efficiently, making it ideal for reconnaissance and patrol missions as well as direct combat. Its design included advanced features for the time, such as self-sealing fuel tanks that reduced the risk of fire during battle. This innovation, along with other safety measures, ensured that the crew could focus on their mission without undue worry about potential hazards aboard the aircraft. Their aircraft, designed for precision and robustness, was their trusted tool for executing complex missions in challenging environments. As they took off from their base that day, the pilots, turret gunners, and radio men aboard these TBM Avengers were prepared for whatever lay ahead. Understanding the capabilities and limitations of the TBM Avenger gives us a clearer picture of what Flight 19 faced during their fateful mission. The mystery deepens as we consider the advanced design and trusted reliability of these aircraft, which made their disappearance all the more puzzling. It's December 1945, and the US Navy launches an extensive search operation, unlike any other in its history. With Flight 19 missing over the Bermuda Triangle, the stakes are high and every resource is mobilized. Naval ships equipped with advanced communication systems comb the waters of the Atlantic, seeking any sign of the lost planes. These vessels, designed for precision and reliability, are crucial in an operation where every minute counts. The US Navy's collaboration with other military branches further extends the reach of the search operation. Joint operations between the Navy and Air Force, for example, leverage specialized resources to cover more ground. The scale of these search efforts is a testament to the Navy's commitment to leaving no stone unturned in the pursuit of truth. However, despite their best attempts, Flight 19 remains an enduring mystery. With every passing day, the window of opportunity narrows. The extensive search operation must be concluded without a single piece of evidence to explain what happened to Flight 19. Understanding the scale of efforts made to find Flight 19 underscores the profound nature of their disappearance and highlights the continued enigma surrounding this historic event. There's a part of the Atlantic Ocean known as the Bermuda Triangle, covering an area between Florida, Puerto Rico, and Bermuda. This region is notorious for its mysterious disappearances, with some reports dating back to the island settlement in 1609. The legend of the Bermuda Triangle is so entrenched that it has become a part of popular culture, with tales of ships and aircraft vanishing without a trace. Despite numerous efforts to unravel its secrets, no conclusive explanation has ever been found. To understand the enigma, we need to delve into one of its most famous incidents, Flight 19. This event is a chilling reminder of the unexplained phenomena that continue to fascinate and confound. What makes this region even more intriguing is its historical context. Bermuda itself is a place of enduring mysteries, with historic forts dating back to its settlement in 1609. These forts stand as a testament to the island's rich history and add another layer of intrigue to the stories that surround it. The Bermuda Triangle's enduring mysteries serve as a stark reminder of the unknowns that still exist in our world. Perhaps the most intriguing aspect of these stories is that they are not isolated incidents, but part of a larger pattern of inexplicable disappearances. The Bermuda Triangle is notorious for its unexplained disappearances, and the Flight 19 incident is just one of many historic incidents that have mystified researchers and captivated the public imagination. One of the most intriguing cases occurred in 1948, when a Douglas DC-3 aircraft vanished during a flight from Puerto Rico to Miami with 25 passengers and 3 crew members on board. Despite extensive searches, neither the plane nor any of its occupants were ever found, adding to the enigma surrounding this infamous region. Another notable incident happened in 1967 when the USS Cyclops, a USS Cyclops, Navy cargo ship with a crew of over 300 men, disappeared while sailing from Barbados to Baltimore. The ship's sudden disappearance baffled investigators, as there were no distress signals or signs of struggle, leaving the cause of the incident a complete mystery. In 1972, a plane carrying 43 passengers and crew members vanished while flying from Miami to Nassau, Bahamas. The disappearance of this commercial aircraft, along with its occupants, remains unexplained, adding another layer to the Bermuda Triangle's enduring mystique. These historic incidents highlight a pattern of inexplicable events within the Bermuda Triangle, suggesting that there may be more to this region than meets the eye. Understanding Flight 19 as part of a larger pattern of unexplained events can help shed light on this enduring aviation mystery and the enigmatic nature of the Bermuda Triangle itself. The US Navy's fleet also includes amphibious warfare ships such as assault carriers and dock landing ships. These vessels are capable of carrying out a wide range of missions, from humanitarian aid to disaster relief. In fact, the US Navy's history is filled with examples of such humanitarian efforts. For instance, after the 2010 Haiti earthquake, the USS Carl Vinson played a crucial role in delivering aid to those in need. Beyond humanitarian missions, the US Navy also conducts regular training exercises to ensure operational readiness. One such exercise, known as Fleet Week, takes place annually in New York City and involves a series of demonstrations and parades to showcase the Navy's capabilities. Fleet Week serves as a reminder of the US Navy's enduring role in maintaining national security and global stability. With bases such as Norfolk in Virginia and Pearl Harbor in Hawaii, the US Navy is well positioned to respond swiftly to any threats or emergencies. These bases not only house the Navy's ships and submarines, but also serve as vital training grounds for sailors and officers. These part-time roles can provide valuable experience and training while allowing individuals to maintain their civilian careers. This versatility underscores the US Navy's commitment to attracting and retaining top talent. The modern US Navy is a far cry from the small fleet of ships and personnel that set sail during the fateful Flight 19 mission in December 1945. Yet, the enduring mystery of Flight 19 serves as a poignant reminder of the unpredictable nature of naval operations and the enigmatic power of the sea. One prominent theory suggests that the planes may have been caught in a time warp or experienced some form of extraterrestrial interference. However, modern theories and speculations often lean toward more tangible explanations, such as navigational errors or mechanical malfunctions. The US Navy's power projection mission involves rapidly deploying forces to distant locations. This can be a complex task, especially in the unpredictable conditions of the Bermuda Triangle. Some experts propose that a combination of equipment failure and human error could have led to the plane straying off course. It is also possible that magnetic anomalies in the region could have interfered with the plane's navigational instruments, leading them astray. The latest research on the Flight 19 mystery points towards a more mundane explanation. The pilots may have become disoriented due to a navigational error or a malfunction in their equipment. This tragic event serves as a stark reminder of the challenges and uncertainties that naval operations can face, even in seemingly predictable conditions. The planned route was straightforward and well-rehearsed. The first waypoint was a navigational beacon at Hobe Sound, located just north of Fort Lauderdale. From there, the flight plan called for a straight course over open water to the next waypoint, the Great Abaco Island in the Bahamas. The flight leader, Lieutenant Charles Taylor, was an experienced pilot, familiar with the route and equipped with standard navigation instruments. As they approached their first waypoint, Hobe Sound, all 5 aircraft checked in with the base, confirming their position and continuing on course. Yet, as they moved toward the Bahamas, something began to go wrong. Lieutenant Taylor radioed back to the base with a growing sense of unease. He reported that his compass and other navigational instruments were malfunctioning, making it difficult to maintain their course. Despite the issues, Taylor attempted to correct their course using visual cues and celestial navigation. By the time they were due to reach Great Abaco Island, the 5 Avengers were significantly off course, flying east instead of northwest. Without a clear sense of their location or a reliable way to navigate back, the aircraft and their crew members were now lost in the vast expanse of the Atlantic. This would be the last confirmed communication from Flight 19 before they vanished without a trace. Taylor was born and raised in Fort Worth, Texas, where his love for aviation began at an early age. He enlisted in the Navy during World War II, driven by a deep sense of duty and patriotism. Also aboard was Ensign Henry Clauston Jr., a dedicated navigator from Wilmington, Delaware. Clauston had joined the Navy with the same sense of commitment and pride as Taylor. Clauston was known for his meticulous attention to detail and unwavering focus during training exercises. His family back home held him in the highest regard, hoping that one day he would return from his mission safe and sound. Among the crew was also Sergeant David Howell, a radio operator who had joined the Navy straight out of high school. Born in New Haven, Connecticut, Howell's family had always been proud of his service. Howell was responsible for maintaining radio communications with the base during their training flights. His role was crucial in ensuring that the crew could stay connected and seek assistance if needed. Their lives, full of hope, determination, and love for their country, ended in an unexplained tragedy that has left a lasting mystery and a deep sense of loss. It's December 1945, a time when the US Navy was still reeling from the losses of World War II. Among the military personnel who witnessed the strange events was Lieutenant Charles Taylor's brother. He recalled seeing the planes approach Fort Lauderdale, but they inexplicably turned back to sea. A Fort Lauderdale resident reported seeing what appeared to be a large explosion over the ocean. Another witness from Daytona Beach described hearing a loud noise and seeing something resembling a fireball. These eyewitness accounts provide additional context to the events of that fateful day. In those days, technology was limited, and the search methods reflected that. Navy ships scanned the waters visually, while aircraft crisscrossed the skies in hopes of spotting any debris or signs of the missing planes. With limited radio communication, it was challenging to coordinate such a vast search effort. The Navy did their best with the tools they had, but time was running out. Fast forward to today, and search technology has evolved dramatically. Modern aircraft are equipped with advanced radars that can detect objects both on the surface and beneath the water. Satellites now provide real-time data, allowing search teams to monitor vast areas efficiently and precisely pinpoint potential sites of interest. Underwater drones and submersibles can explore depths that were once inaccessible, searching for any traces of the missing aircraft. Ongoing efforts continue to piece together this puzzle, guided by the hope that each new discovery will bring us one step closer to unraveling this enduring enigma. The story of Flight 19 is not just a tale of lost aircraft, but a testament to the relentless human pursuit of truth and understanding. The phrase, "we can't see land," suggests that the pilots were experiencing a complete loss of visual bearings, further complicating their ability to navigate back to base. This breakdown in communication highlights the critical role that clear signaling plays in aviation safety, especially during challenging conditions. The significance of "we can't see land" cannot be overstated. It is a stark reminder of the relentless human pursuit of truth and understanding, even in the face of unexplained circumstances like those surrounding Flight 19. Despite this apparent serenity, a mysterious incident unfolded that day over the Bermuda Triangle. Weather reports from that day suggest that the conditions were deceptively peaceful, which could have contributed to the pilot's disorientation. Visibility issues and navigational problems could have played a critical role in the pilot's ability to maintain their course. This credible factor adds a layer of complexity to the unexplained circumstances surrounding Flight 19, deepening the intrigue that continues to captivate. The incident sparked an extensive review of navigation and communication systems aboard US Navy aircraft. As a result, the Navy began to integrate more advanced navigational instruments that were less susceptible to electromagnetic interference. For instance, they introduced equipment capable of detecting and mitigating the effects of compass deviation caused by strong magnetic fields or other aircraft in close proximity. Additionally, the Navy updated their emergency response procedures to ensure that crews were better prepared for unexpected situations. A key modification included enhanced training in radio communication techniques, ensuring pilots could maintain contact with base even under challenging conditions. These updated procedures emphasized the importance of maintaining a clear and open line of communication, especially during routine flights in areas known for unusual weather patterns or magnetic anomalies. The incident also underscored the need for more rigorous pre-flight checks and crew briefings to ensure all equipment was functioning correctly before takeoff. Lieutenant Charles Taylor's report of malfunctioning instruments highlighted the importance of thorough inspections and redundant systems to prevent critical failures mid-flight. Furthermore, the Navy instituted stricter guidelines for reporting issues during flight, ensuring that any malfunctions or navigational uncertainties were promptly relayed to base. This change in naval protocols demonstrated the lasting influence of Flight 19 on military operations and underscored the Navy's commitment to safety and preparedness. Ultimately, the incident served as a wake-up call for enhancing navigation technologies and refining emergency procedures, ensuring that future flights could be conducted with greater confidence and safety. One of the most notable depictions is a 1978 film titled The Devil's Triangle, which dramatizes the incident with an eerie blend of fact and fiction. In this adaptation, the planes are depicted as vanishing, without a trace amid strange weather patterns and malfunctioning navigational instruments, adding to the mystery's allure. Books have also explored the enigma of Flight 19, with authors delving into the historical context and potential explanations for the plane's disappearance. One notable example is the Bermuda Triangle, the case of Flight 19, which provides a detailed account of the incident and its aftermath, examining various theories from technical malfunctions to extraterrestrial intervention. Documentaries have similarly sought to shed light on this enduring mystery, offering in-depth analyses and interviews with experts and witnesses. These productions often feature reenactments and dramatic recreations of the event, enhancing their appeal to a broader audience. The public's enduring fascination with Flight 19 is evident in these various portrayals, each contributing to the mythos and intrigue surrounding the event. This ongoing fascination underscores the allure of unsolved mysteries and their ability to captivate audiences across different mediums. As we continue to unravel the threads of this complex narrative, the story of Flight 19 serves as a reminder of the enduring power of the unknown. As we delve deeper into the enigmatic tale of Flight 19, another layer to this complex narrative emerges: electromagnetic phenomena. Historical records reveal numerous accounts of strange magnetic behaviors in the region. In one such instance, a naval crew reported their compass spinning wildly and pointing to seemingly random directions. Scientific studies have shown that the Earth's magnetic field can exhibit fluctuations and irregularities in certain regions. The Bermuda Triangle might be one of these unique geographic areas where such phenomena are more pronounced. While we may never know the exact cause behind the disappearance of these planes and their crew members, exploring the various theories and possible influences adds depth to our understanding of this intriguing event. For now, we are left with more questions than answers, a testament to the enduring allure and complexity of such enigmatic occurrences. On the same day Flight 19 vanished, a series of unusual sightings were reported from both military and civilian sources. The most notable of these was an unidentified flying object spotted by a commercial pilot over the Bermuda Triangle region. The pilot described it as having an intense light and traveling at an incredible speed. Around the same time, a military aircraft crew also observed several unexplained aerial phenomena. These sightings were documented in declassified military documents, adding to the intrigue surrounding Flight 19's disappearance. One theory suggests that these sightings might be connected to the unexplained malfunctions experienced by Flight 19's instruments. If true, this could imply extraordinary circumstances surrounding the flight's fate. But even with these tantalizing clues, no definitive explanation has emerged. Perhaps the true story of Flight 19 lies hidden in the vast and mysterious expanse of the Bermuda Triangle. As Flight 19 disappeared into the night, the US Navy was no stranger to innovative projects and classified operations. In the throes of World War II, they conducted cutting-edge experiments aimed at enhancing military capabilities. One such secretive initiative was Project Rainbow, a top-secret program launched in the late 1940s, aiming to develop advanced techniques for aircraft camouflage. This project explored various methods of making planes less visible to both human eyes and radar systems. Among the techniques tested was the use of special paints that could alter the plane's appearance depending on the angle of observation. Another intriguing aspect of Project Rainbow involved experimenting with ways to create visual illusions, potentially making aircraft appear as something else entirely. Though the project's full scope remains classified, its innovations laid the groundwork for stealth technology still used today. However, such pioneering work wasn't without its complications. One known issue was that the advanced camouflage methods sometimes resulted in unexpected malfunctions and equipment failures. Imagine the pilots of Flight 19 encountering these issues mid-flight, their compasses malfunctioning, instruments going haywire, and suddenly finding themselves lost in the vast expanse of the Bermuda Triangle. Beyond Project Rainbow, the US Navy also engaged in classified experiments aimed at enhancing navigation systems and communications technologies. One notable effort was an attempt to develop more accurate navigational instruments that could withstand the rigors of wartime conditions. These advanced systems, though revolutionary, were known to have their share of glitches and inaccuracies during early testing phases. Could such experimental equipment have been a factor in Flight 19's navigation issues? The pilots might have relied on these innovative but flawed instruments, leading them astray. The Bermuda Triangle, with its enigmatic reputation and unique geological features, might have exacerbated any technical problems the crew encountered. Perhaps hidden within these classified projects lies a clue that could finally shed light on what happened to Flight 19 and its crew that fateful December night in 1945. For now, we remain in the shadow of these unexplained events, still searching for answers within the vast and elusive expanse of the Bermuda Triangle. In the aftermath of Flight 19's disappearance, families were left with more questions than answers. For the families of the 14 crew members on board, this was a devastating blow. Interviews and written accounts from family members reveal the deep emotional impact of the loss. Memorial services were held to honour the crew members and provide a sense of closure. Commemorative efforts have also been made to keep the memory of Flight 19 alive in naval history. These efforts humanise the story by highlighting the enduring personal impact of this event. The TBM Avenger torpedo bombers took off from Fort Lauderdale, Florida at 14,003 hours local time, embarking on a routine navigation exercise. His message was a distress call. We are unable to maintain our orientation on the compass. We'll have to turn back and make for landfall. The flight leader attempted to correct their course, but it seems the instruments were not the only problem. The planes began drifting off course. Radar records from that day show a series of anomalous readings as the flight veered eastward, deviating significantly from their intended route. These readings suggest that the planes were experiencing some kind of navigational interference, which could have been caused by magnetic disturbances or other unknown factors. Despite attempts to regain control and return to base, Flight 19's radar signals began to fade out one by one. Their mission was simple: navigate from Fort Lauderdale to the Hens and Chickens shoals off the Bahamas and back, a total distance of around 160 nautical miles. This type of exercise was common for Navy pilots in 1945, designed to keep their navigation skills sharp. Communication during the flight would be maintained through radio signals, with each plane reporting its position and any issues to the base at Fort Lauderdale. Safety measures included flying in a tight formation and maintaining a standard altitude of 2,000 feet above sea level to minimize the risk of collision and ensure all planes remained within range of each other's radios. Additionally, each plane was equipped with a compass and other navigational instruments to help the pilot stay on course. Despite these standard protocols, something went wrong that day. The planes began to deviate from their intended course, leading to the mysterious disappearance of Flight 19. Understanding these naval training procedures sheds light on what should have happened during Flight 19's mission. The planes should have returned safely to Fort Lauderdale, following their well-established navigation practices and communication standards. To understand what went wrong, we need to delve into the details of one crucial aircraft involved in the search, the PBM Mariner. The PBM Mariner was a vital component of the US Navy's arsenal during World War II. A patrol bomber and reconnaissance aircraft, it was designed to operate from the decks of battleships and cruisers. The PBM Mariner's primary role was to conduct anti-submarine warfare and search and rescue missions. Its crew consisted of a pilot and 9 other airmen, bringing the total number of personnel involved in the search to 14. The last known communication from the PBM Mariner came at 17,045 local time, reporting that it was lost and flying east of its course. This event underscores how even advanced aircraft and skilled crews can vanish without a trace in the enigmatic expanse of the Bermuda Triangle. However, despite their advanced navigational instruments, the crew of Flight 19 reported malfunctions, plunging them into disorientation amidst calm and clear weather conditions. This incident occurred in a period marked by the Navy's adaptation to new technologies and procedures post-war, highlighting the challenges of integrating advanced systems into operational routines. This event serves as a stark reminder of the unpredictable risks and unexplained phenomena that can occur in maritime operations, even with sophisticated equipment and trained personnel. Reports from the area at the time indicate that other flights experienced radio interference and malfunctions. The possibility of radio disturbances adds a technical perspective to the many questions surrounding this enduring aviation mystery. In 1945, the US Navy relied on tools like the magnetic compass and radio communication devices for navigation. Magnetic compasses were susceptible to magnetic interference, which could lead them astray. Radio communication devices could provide some guidance, but they too had limitations and depended on clear signals. In the vast expanse of the Bermuda Triangle, even these instruments could fall short in pinpointing an exact location. Imagine Taylor's frustration as he tried to make sense of his instruments, only to find that they led him further astray. Beneath the vast expanses of the Atlantic Ocean, the seafloor hides a labyrinth of geological anomalies. Underwater canyons and craters carved deep into the ocean floor, their edges steep and jagged like a broken mirror. These underwater features can pose hazards to aircraft that fly too low or stray off course. Imagine Charles Taylor's Avenger torpedo bomber gliding over seemingly calm waters while his instruments betrayed him. Researchers have mapped out the seafloor's uneven terrain, revealing underwater landslides that can trigger tsunamis and powerful currents capable of pulling even large vessels into their depths. But beneath the tranquil surface lies an underwater world fraught with danger. Geological anomalies like undersea volcanoes and methane hydrate deposits can create disastrous conditions for aircraft flying too low. These geological hazards are often invisible from above, making them an unsuspecting threat to airmen like Taylor. If his instruments were indeed malfunctioning, he might have unknowingly veered into one of these perilous zones. Many coped with the uncertainty by holding on to hope, clinging to the possibility that their family members might still be alive somewhere. This official pronouncement forced families to confront the stark reality that their loved ones might never return. Coping mechanisms varied widely among those affected, from seeking spiritual comfort to immersing themselves in support groups with others who had lost family members. One of the leading theories surrounding Flight 19 involves a phenomenon known as hypoxia. Hypoxia, or oxygen deficiency, occurs when the body is deprived of adequate oxygen supply. This condition can lead to disorientation, confusion, and poor decision-making. At high altitudes, particularly in unpressurized aircraft like the TBM Avengers, pilots are susceptible to hypoxia due to the thin air. Symptoms of hypoxia include euphoria, dizziness, and even hallucinations. As Lieutenant Taylor reported his compass was malfunctioning, it's possible that the crew of Flight 19 experienced hypoxia, which could explain their disoriented state and the erratic path they took. The theory suggests that in their oxygen-deprived state, the pilots might have made critical errors in navigation and communication. If true, this physiological issue could offer a partial explanation for why Flight 19 deviated so dramatically from its course. But despite these insights, the complete story of what happened that day remains elusive. The mystery deepens as we delve into other possible factors contributing to this enduring enigma. One common issue with the TBM Avengers was a malfunctioning compass and other navigational instruments. These equipment failures could lead pilots astray, especially over the vast expanse of the Bermuda Triangle. As Flight 19 ventured into the mysterious waters, it's possible that the navigational instruments started to fail. Communication devices were another point of vulnerability in the TBM Avengers. If these devices failed, it would sever the crew's lifeline to the base. The disappearance of Flight 19, along with other unexplained incidents in the Bermuda Triangle, continues to baffle experts and fuel the imagination. Standard procedure for naval pilots includes regular fuel reporting to ensure that aircraft remain within a safe operating range. These reports typically include the amount of fuel remaining, the time elapsed since the last refueling, and any deviations from the planned flight path. However, in the case of Flight 19, there are potential discrepancies in these fuel logs that have left investigators puzzled. The planes should have had enough fuel to reach their intended destination or return to base safely. Yet, something went awry during this routine flight. Investigators have looked into whether mechanical failures or navigational errors could account for the plane's disappearance. One theory suggests that the pilots might have become disoriented due to malfunctioning compasses and other navigational instruments. Exploring the details of this incident offers insight into the complexities of navigation and fuel management in high-stakes military operations. It also underscores the importance of accurate record-keeping in ensuring the safety of pilots and their aircraft. Understanding the full story behind Flight 19 may never be possible, but each piece of evidence brings us closer to unraveling this intriguing puzzle. This region is notorious for its magnetic anomalies, unusual fluctuations in the Earth's magnetic field that can wreak havoc on navigational instruments. Imagine you're a pilot flying over this enigmatic region. Your compass starts spinning wildly, giving you no clear direction. This disorienting phenomenon is believed to be caused by the presence of magnetic anomalies in the Bermuda Triangle. Historically, sailors have reported strange compass behavior while navigating these waters. The needle might point to the sky instead of true north. These geophysical phenomena can be blamed on the Earth's complex magnetic field, which is subject to fluctuations and distortions. In fact, similar anomalies have been observed in other parts of the world where the Earth's magnetic field is particularly strong. For pilots relying on their instruments to stay on course, such disturbances can be catastrophic. Perhaps one day, the mysteries hidden within these magnetic anomalies will finally be brought to light. But if we hope to solve the riddle of Flight 19, it's crucial to understand the advanced search techniques employed by the US Navy during their extensive efforts. Among these, sonar technology plays a pivotal role in underwater searches. Yet, as we delve deeper, we discover that even this sophisticated tool has its limitations, especially in the geological conditions of the Bermuda Triangle. Sonar, short for sound navigation and ranging, emits sound pulses into the water and listens for their echoes to detect objects under the surface. It's an invaluable tool, that has significantly aided numerous maritime missions. However, the geological complexity of the Bermuda Triangle poses significant challenges. The seafloor in this region is characterized by steep underwater canyons and abrupt drops that can scatter or deflect sonar signals, making it difficult to get a clear reading. Moreover, the sediment composition in these waters can also interfere with sonar signals. The presence of methane hydrates and other gas deposits can create acoustic anomalies that mimic the appearance of solid objects on sonar screens. Despite these obstacles, the US Navy employed advanced sonar systems during their searches for Flight 19. High-frequency sonars were deployed to penetrate deeper into the water column and provide more detailed imaging of the seafloor. These efforts were painstakingly methodical, with search patterns meticulously planned to cover vast areas of the ocean floor. Yet, despite their diligence and technological prowess, no definitive wreckage has been found. This lack of tangible evidence underscores the formidable challenges faced during these missions and offers a glimpse into the technological hurdles that continue to hinder our understanding of Flight 19's fate. Perhaps one day, advancements in sonar technology and a deeper understanding of the Bermuda Triangle's geological mysteries will bring us closer to solving this enduring enigma. December 1945, in the midst of World War II, secrecy enshrouded military operations across the globe. For the US Navy, maintaining confidentiality was paramount to safeguarding strategic advantages. Every piece of information, from battle plans to technological advancements, was closely guarded. The flight was designed to enhance the navigational skills of the pilots in preparation for potential combat scenarios. As the planes ventured off the coast of Florida, communication with the base grew sparse. Despite their best efforts, the crew found themselves lost and flying east of their intended course. The US Navy's rigorous information classification practices during World War II might have hindered the full disclosure of what transpired that day. Declassified documents suggest that the Navy was aware of certain anomalies in the Bermuda Triangle region during this period. These anomalies included unexplained compass deviations and radio signal disruptions, similar to the experiences reported by Flight 19. The knowledge of these phenomena could have influenced how the Navy documented and handled the Flight 19 incident. While specific details remain shrouded in mystery due to wartime secrecy policies, the incident deepens our understanding of why some aspects of the case are still unexplained. Modern underwater exploration technology is far more advanced than what was available in the 1940s when Flight 19 vanished. Remote-operated and autonomous underwater vehicles are leading the way in this technological revolution. These vehicles can dive to incredible depths, some as far as 4,000 meters, where no human diver could survive. They're equipped with sophisticated sensors and cameras that can capture high-resolution images and data from the seafloor. One of the most fascinating features is their ability to map vast areas of the ocean floor in unprecedented detail. These underwater vehicles are not just tools for exploration, they are also crucial for scientific research and environmental monitoring. During World War II, the Bahamas served as a vital outpost for US forces. Its geographic position made it an ideal base for patrolling the Caribbean and Atlantic seas, essential for maintaining Allied control of these waters. Cooperation between US forces and local Bahamian authorities was crucial during the war. The islands provided necessary infrastructure for naval operations, including communication stations that were vital for tracking ships and aircraft. The Bahamas' significance in the international context during World War II cannot be overstated. Its role as a base for Allied forces underscores the global nature of the war and the extensive network required to maintain control. Understanding the international context adds a layer to the enigma, illustrating how even distant locations were interconnected in the quest for answers. The Bahamas' role in the Flight 19 case provides a broader perspective on the international cooperation and resources mobilized during times of crisis. This underscores how even distant regions can be pivotal in solving global mysteries. Despite these initial signs of trouble, Taylor's tone remained calm and composed. He relayed their position as being about 50 miles east of the Fort Lauderdale Army Airfield in Florida. This was the last confirmed location of Flight 19. In a desperate attempt to regain their bearings, Taylor and his crew tried to navigate using the setting sun. However, this method proved unreliable in the vast and featureless ocean. The planes continued to fly aimlessly, with each radio transmission becoming more and more fraught with concern. The communication breakdown that day serves as a chilling reminder of the unpredictable nature of the open sea. It also underscores how even the most advanced technology can be rendered useless in the face of the unknown. Navigating the open sea relies on precision instruments, chief among them the compass. But what if even this essential tool can't be trusted? Before Flight 19 disappeared in December 1945, strange magnetic anomalies had already been noted in the Bermuda Triangle. Historical records from mariners dating back to the early 20th century report compass deviations, instruments pointing in directions different from true north. These anomalies were so consistent that sailors had given them a name, the Bermuda Triangle effect. Scientists speculate that these deviations might be caused by underwater volcanic activity, magnetic storms, or remnant mineral deposits from ancient seafloor spreading. Magnetic fields can also be influenced by the Earth's crustal anomalies, creating localized distortions that baffle even the most advanced instruments. His final transmission reported confusion and disorientation as the planes veered off course, perhaps drawn by these very anomalies. But the anomalies in the Bermuda Triangle offer a glimpse into how even the most trusted instruments can fail when faced with nature's enigmatic forces. As Flight 19 took off from Fort Lauderdale, the calm conditions seemed ideal for a training exercise. However, meteorological data from that day tells a different story. The calm surface belied underlying atmospheric anomalies. The upper-level wind speeds were reported to be higher than usual, creating unexpected turbulence. This unseen turbulence could have disoriented the pilots, making navigation even more challenging in an already complex area like the Bermuda Triangle. The lack of visible cues and the unexpected wind conditions could have made it difficult for the pilots to maintain their bearings. These meteorological factors, combined with the navigational challenges inherent to the Bermuda Triangle, could have contributed to the mysterious disappearance of Flight 19. These meteorological anomalies add another layer to the complex set of factors that might have led to this tragic event. But let's delve deeper into the human side of this story. Who were the aviators on board these ill-fated aircraft? What led them to that fateful flight? Among the pilots was Lieutenant Charles Taylor, a veteran with extensive training and experience in torpedo bombers like the TBM Avengers. He had honed his skills through rigorous Navy training programs designed to prepare aviators for the complexities of wartime missions. Another key figure was Lieutenant Robert F. Cox, who had logged countless hours in various aircraft types during his military career. His background included not only navigation exercises, but also combat missions that tested the limits of his piloting abilities. Each of these pilots brought a wealth of knowledge and expertise to their roles, having undergone specialized training in aircraft like the TBM Avengers. Their backgrounds included everything from basic flight skills to advanced maneuvers necessary for effective torpedo bombing operations. These pilots were not just skilled aviators, but also seasoned professionals with a deep understanding of the intricacies of their craft. This knowledge would prove crucial as they navigated the skies during that fateful flight in December 1945. It's December 1945, and Lieutenant Charles Taylor finds himself in a baffling situation as he leads Flight 19 over the Bermuda Triangle. His compass is malfunctioning, and his navigational instruments are providing conflicting information. He reports to the base that they seem to be lost and flying east of their intended course. This isn't the first time such anomalies have been reported in this region, leading some to speculate about peculiar temporal distortions that might be at play. Einstein's theory of relativity suggests that time can slow down or speed up depending on how fast you are moving and the gravitational field you are in. In extreme conditions, this effect is known as time dilation, where a person's perception of time can dramatically differ from someone else's. For the pilots of Flight 19, experiencing such an effect could mean that their perception of time is wildly distorted compared to those on the ground. Although there are no definitive records of specific temporal anomalies in the Bermuda Triangle related to Flight 19, the idea is intriguing. It adds a layer of mystery to an already enigmatic disappearance, leaving open the question, did time itself play a role in the vanishing of these 5 US Navy planes? What is clear is that the Bermuda Triangle remains a place of enduring puzzles and unanswered questions. Perhaps one day, advances in physics will shed light on these unexplained events, offering a glimmer of understanding into the enigma that is Flight 19. For now, the mystery persists, leaving us to ponder the inexplicable. It's a common belief that the sea is silent, but that's far from the truth. Underwater acoustic anomalies have puzzled scientists for decades, and nowhere are these sounds more intriguing than in the Bermuda Triangle. The eerie disappearance of 5 US Navy planes in December 1945 has only added to the enigma. Some describe them as eerie clicks and pops, while others hear what they believe to be distant explosions. Scientists have documented various underwater acoustic phenomena in this region. One possible explanation is the presence of gas hydrates, ice-like crystals that form in cold seawater under high pressure. When these structures release methane gas, they can produce loud, abrupt sounds. But what about the claims of distant explosions? Some theories suggest that underwater earthquakes or submarine volcanic activity could generate such sounds. Navy records also indicate that sonar and other military technologies can create powerful acoustic disturbances. While these explanations offer potential insights into the mysterious sounds, they still leave many questions unanswered. In the immediate aftermath of World War II, the US Navy was grappling with a problem that couldn't be solved with sheer firepower or technological superiority: the mental health of its pilots. Aviators were expected to endure unimaginable stress, from the relentless pressure of combat missions to the constant fear of being shot down or lost at sea. The psychological toll was immense, and while official acknowledgement of mental health issues among naval pilots was minimal during this period, there were quiet indications that the strain was taking its toll. For instance, in 1945 alone, over 60,000 US servicemen were discharged due to neuropsychiatric disorders, a catch-all term for a range of mental health issues. Wartime stress can lead to cognitive impairments and disorientation, which could have been a factor in the incident. It's crucial to remember that during wartime, even the most highly trained pilots are subject to extreme psychological pressures. Adding a human dimension to this mystery highlights possible internal factors that influence the event. While we may never know exactly what transpired, considering psychological elements sheds light on the complexity of such incidents. This perspective doesn't provide definitive answers, but adds depth to our understanding of how mental health can intersect with the unexplained, reminding us that sometimes the most intriguing mysteries lie not in the unknown, but within ourselves. Maybe that's enough for now. A reminder of the hidden stresses that can shape even the most meticulously planned missions. The radio silence that followed the last transmission from Flight 19 lasted for over 3 hours, as rescuers desperately tried to re-establish contact with the lost planes. The initial attempts to locate the missing aircraft were based on their reported course and speed. However, with each passing moment of radio silence, the potential search area expanded significantly. This expanding search radius meant that resources had to be allocated across a larger and larger area, making it increasingly difficult to pinpoint the exact location of Flight 19. The USS Solomons was one of several ships dispatched to scour the ocean for any signs of the missing planes or their crew members. Despite their best efforts, no wreckage or survivors were found. The lack of radio communication from Flight 19 severely hindered the ability to coordinate a targeted search and rescue mission, leaving teams to navigate through vast open waters without any direct guidance. This radio silence not only created an immediate challenge for the rescuers, but also left behind a lasting mystery that continues to baffle aviation experts and historians alike. The absence of any distress signals or mayday calls during the radio silence further adds to the enigma, as it suggests that whatever happened occurred suddenly and without the crew having time to send out a warning. The exact time frame from the last communication to the end of search efforts is crucial for understanding what might have happened. Historical documents indicate that the last radio communication from Flight 19 was received at around 7:04 p.m. Expert opinions suggest that the planes could have flown for another 2 to 3 hours before running out of fuel. This means that the search efforts were likely looking in the wrong areas during the critical hours following the last communication. This lack of physical evidence further complicates efforts to determine the exact fate of Flight 19. Understanding this time frame offers a more comprehensive picture of the sequence of events that led to the disappearance. The Navy's training exercises often took place in areas where classified missions were also underway. One such location was the waters around Bermuda, a crucial naval hub during wartime. Projects like Operation High Jump, an expedition to the Antarctic in early 1947, were shrouded in secrecy. Reports suggest that some of these projects involve testing advanced weapons or gathering intelligence. The US Navy was notorious for its tight-lipped approach to classified information. Any communication glitch or navigational error in these areas could have significant implications. The lack of radio contact from Flight 19 remains unexplained, even with the Navy's advanced communication systems. Speculations abound about what could have caused such a complete vanishing act. Some theories suggest that the planes might have been involved in a classified mission gone awry. Perhaps one day, new evidence will shed light on what truly happened to Flight 19 and the military secrets that might have played a role in their fate. One of the key pieces of evidence that could potentially shed light on what happened during that fateful mission is the logbooks from the planes. Logbooks are crucial in aviation as they record vital information about the plane's performance and any issues encountered during flight. In the case of Flight 19, these logs could contain invaluable details about what might have gone wrong during their training exercise. Without these logs, investigators are left to speculate about what might have caused the planes to disappear. One theory is that there may be military secrets or classified information that was on board the planes, which could have contributed to their disappearance. While this is intriguing, without concrete evidence from the logbooks, it remains purely speculative. The TBM Avenger was essential for wartime navigation and combat missions in the Atlantic region. Its role included patrols, submarine hunting, and torpedo bombing operations. However, navigating in the Atlantic during wartime was fraught with challenges. Pilots often relied on dead reckoning and celestial navigation due to limited technology and the constant risk of communication interference. One crucial factor was the magnetic declination variation over the Atlantic, which could disrupt compass readings and lead pilots astray from their intended course. Additionally, weather conditions in the region were notoriously unpredictable, with sudden storms and fog banks that could swiftly reduce visibility to zero. These wartime navigation challenges were exacerbated by the high-pressure situations pilots faced during missions. The need for swift decision-making under stress could easily lead to errors in judgment. As we delve deeper into this mystery, it becomes clear that the complexities of wartime navigation can provide crucial context for understanding what might have happened to these 5 US Navy planes. In light of these historical facts, the disappearance of Flight 19 takes on a new dimension, hinting at the complex interplay between human judgment and technological limitations in times of crisis. Understanding these wartime navigation challenges not only illuminates the past, but also serves as a reminder of the enduring mysteries that continue to captivate and challenge our understanding of history. As we explore further into the enigma surrounding Flight 19, these insights provide a critical lens through which to view the events of that fateful day in December 1945. But beneath this seemingly tranquil surface lies a realm of unpredictable atmospheric phenomena. Sudden and severe storms can materialize without warning, whipping the ocean into a frenzy of towering waves. These rogue storms can disorient even the most seasoned navigators, and communication devices may falter under their electrified skies. A rogue wave is an enormous wave that appears suddenly and unexpectedly in the ocean, often with devastating consequences. However, these tranquil skies can rapidly transform into a chaotic storm front. Could it be possible that the flight leader, Lieutenant Charles Taylor, and his crew found themselves at the mercy of one of these atmospheric anomalies? But even this formidable branch of the military is not immune to human frailties, especially when it comes to the mental toll of combat. Combat fatigue, as it's known, is a condition that affects many military personnel after prolonged exposure to the stresses of war. In December 1945, the pilots of Flight 19 had recently returned from the theatre of combat in World War II. The TBM Avenger torpedo bombers they flew were workhorses of the war effort, and the pilots had seen their fair share of action. With such extensive combat experience, it's not hard to imagine that these pilots might have been feeling the effects of combat fatigue. The prevalence of this condition among World War II veterans was well documented, and it's believed that many pilots struggled with symptoms such as disorientation and poor decision-making. Imagine navigating the skies under such circumstances, trying to maintain a course and make critical decisions while battling fatigue and disorientation. Understanding the role that combat fatigue might have played sheds new light on this enduring aviation mystery. Imagine trying to navigate without reliable instruments while flying over open water. The slightest error could lead you far off course, especially in an area as unpredictable as the Bermuda Triangle. Taylor's distress call was the last communication received from Flight 19 before their disappearance. The US Navy declared them missing and presumed lost the next day. Understanding these magnetic disturbances provides a deeper understanding of the potential navigational failures that could have contributed to the disappearance of Flight 19. Radio signals do not travel in straight lines, but rather follow the curvature of the Earth, a phenomenon known as radio wave propagation. This curved path means that under normal conditions, radio waves can sometimes skip over areas and cause dead zones or shadow regions where signals cannot be received. This is particularly problematic in remote locations like the Bermuda Triangle. Calm conditions often mean that the atmosphere is highly stratified, with distinct layers that radio waves can bounce off. This reflection can lead to signals being bent in unpredictable directions, causing them to be received at locations very different from where they were transmitted. Moreover, magnetic anomalies, areas of intense geomagnetic activity, can distort radio waves significantly. Flight 19's base was near the Bermuda Triangle, a region notorious for its magnetic disturbances. The combination of these factors could have rendered radio communication unreliable during their flight. With malfunctioning compasses and navigational instruments, the crew might have been left without any reliable means to determine their location. Understanding these technological challenges provides insight into potential communication breakdowns that could have exacerbated Flight 19's plight. It serves as a poignant reminder of the complexities and uncertainties that pilots must navigate, even with the most advanced technology. A pilot's ability to navigate can be profoundly affected by subtle shifts in atmospheric pressure, an often overlooked factor that plays a crucial role in flight dynamics. However, atmospheric pressure can change rapidly and unpredictably, causing disorienting effects on both navigation equipment and human perception. These changes, known as microbursts, can descend from the sky like invisible waterfalls, disrupting aircraft instruments and creating confusion among crew members. This suggests the possibility of atmospheric anomalies affecting Flight 19's navigation equipment, a factor that could have exacerbated their disorientation. Although the specific causes of these weather phenomena remain enigmatic, sudden changes in atmospheric pressure are known to occur with surprising regularity in areas such as the Bermuda Triangle. Understanding these environmental challenges provides additional context for the complexities that Flight 19 faced during their ill-fated mission. In response to the mysterious loss of communication and navigational failures reported by Lieutenant Charles Taylor, the US Navy initiated a series of rigorous investigations into their existing navigation systems. These investigations revealed critical flaws in the standard navigational instruments of the time, which often relied on magnetic compasses and other outdated technologies. As a direct result, the Navy began to invest heavily in the development and implementation of more advanced navigation systems. One of the most significant outcomes was the adoption of newer, more accurate technologies such as radio beacons and Loran C systems, which provided more reliable guidance even in challenging conditions. The Navy also enhanced its training procedures, ensuring that pilots received extensive training on how to handle situations where primary navigational instruments failed. These improvements not only addressed the immediate concerns raised by Flight 19, but also laid a stronger foundation for future navigation safety. Today, as the Navy continues to evolve with cutting-edge technology and comprehensive training programs, the legacy of Flight 19 serves as a constant reminder of the importance of innovation in ensuring the safety of those who serve. The area where Flight 19 vanished is a complex mosaic of underwater topography. Beneath the seemingly tranquil surface, the seafloor reveals itself to be incredibly varied and potentially hazardous. This region is crisscrossed with deep undersea canyons that cut sharply into the seabed. These subaquatic ravines can plunge to depths of over 6,000 feet, creating sheer walls and treacherous slopes. Such steep gradients can disorient even the most experienced pilots, making navigation particularly challenging if they find themselves unexpectedly flying over these chasms. Adding to this complexity are the numerous underwater reefs scattered across the region. These submerged features can rise abruptly from the seafloor, posing a significant threat to low-flying aircraft. Given that Flight 19 was reportedly flying at low altitudes during their training exercise, the presence of these undersea obstacles could have been catastrophic. Moreover, underwater currents in this area can be unpredictable and strong, capable of shifting sand and sediment rapidly. This dynamic seafloor can create temporary hazards that might not be visible on any map or chart. Imagine the confusion if instruments are already malfunctioning and pilots are faced with an ever-changing landscape beneath them. This combination of factors could easily explain how 5 well-trained aircraft went missing. The Bermuda Triangle's reputation for mysterious disappearances might owe as much to its underwater geology as it does to any supernatural or extraterrestrial explanations. By understanding the complex interplay of these subaquatic features, we gain a fresh perspective on one of aviation's greatest unsolved mysteries. This exploration highlights the ongoing need for continuous technological advancement and comprehensive training programs to mitigate such risks in the future.